welcome. Bill, hypothetically, 2-on-2, Steph Curry and Del Curry against Klay and Michael Thompson. Which family tandem wins?
Are they playing right now, or are we
No, they're going back in their primes.
So it's prime against prime.
Prime against prime.
I think
this is right in your wheelhouse.
I think Klay and Michael would win because Michael Thompson
he
was really good back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't think Del Curry or Steph Curry could have handled him in a low post. I think if they were playing now, the Currys would be like 20-point favorites. They just shoot threes.
I think Del can still shoot.
I think Del should be in a team. They can't. The Rockets couldn't put him in the corner like Ryan Anderson. I think he can still play.
And the starting group for the Spurs. The closer is out there with Z. Then it's Magician. Then it's T. And it's Mullins in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, they've got G. A-Train is out there with Mr. Perfect. Then there's Lights Out. And it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Pass to Sharp. Shoots over Carroll. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
Morris passes to Mullins. Spurs working the ball around now. Now the pass to Morris. From downtown. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Pass to the Beast. Here's A-Train. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Passes it to Sharp. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 2 on the clock, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Morris with the ball. Pass to Mullins. Offline with his 3. Bill, if you were just hired as a GM, which franchise would you model your approach after?
I really like what the Clippers did the last couple years when they realized they didn't have quite enough to win the title. And instead of just being beholden to being darn close but not quite, they actually blew it up and tried to figure out how to create cap space, find some young players.
And still stay competitive.
Build
so they kept the momentum of their franchise.
Yeah, they stumbled into a situation where they had a lot of flexibility no matter what. I think the Celtics before then did the same thing in the mid-2000s. They're just trying to find assets and figure it out on the fly. That's the approach I would use. I would never fully commit one way or the other to anything. The goal is to try to accumulate assets and figure out what you have. And I think the smartest teams do that.
Kept alive. And G with the stuff.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
Here's Mullins. Unloads from 13. That one goes. Count it.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Warriors making a change here. Powell's checked in. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
A-Train, the pass to Tucker. Morris against Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 3. The pass to Carroll. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Mullins. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Mr. Perfect, and he lobs it up toward the rim, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Holloway, the pass to Carey. Here's Holloway. 5 points in the game. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it. I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
Hey, we have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, we have Vince Carter and Kent Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, you know, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. Like, you got to work on it. You have to use your connections to book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ is clearly going to go into media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone into media. He's really good.
Yes.
So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick with it.
Shake and Bake's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The baseline J. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Warriors leading. And here is Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Got a piece of it. Here's Mullins. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to A-Train. Passes it to the Beast. Now here's Powell. Golden State moving the ball around. Tucker finds Powell. Here's A-Train. Goes back up. And the layup is good. 6 points for Mr. Perfect.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Here's Holloway, guarded by Powell. Oh, Morris in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And with the 2K Esports League, Bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
So you
see
need
your
sneakers,
clothes.
hats,
Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks.
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement
Gloves.
deals? Where's our endorsement
Well, if
deal,
they
buddy?
don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right
I'm
here.
ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
Now, here is Morris. Dishes it to Mullins. Unloads. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Mullins got 7.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
To the paint. Here's Daniels. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Kicks it to Mullins. The Spurs shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Thorpe, he checked in for Z. Jay comes in for T. And Smith subbed in for Morris.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Out to the right wing. Thorpe kicks to Mullins. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Wynn. And there's the feed to Tucker. And Thorpe pulls it down.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now here is Smith over Daniels. Nice shot by Smith.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grabbing for air.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing, running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So
No.
what were your dreams?
My dream initially was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever, yeah. And then the most satisfying thing is just not knowing what's next, but taking chances and hoping things are going to be fun and work out. You have to have a good team around you, and you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important thing.
Got a piece of it. The pass to A-Train. Now Daniels. 1:57 left to play in the first quarter. Launches it. Sessions with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Mullins, no good.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Here's the beast. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Here's Wynn. And Thorpe pulls it down. Spurs trail by 6. Pass to Smith. Here's shake and bake. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Lights out, checked in for G, and it's Powell in for the Beast.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Pass to Z. Puts up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Wynn. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Goose, he's checked in for shake and bake. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 10. To end the drought. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. For San Antonio, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. So it's the Warriors now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Win the pass to Powell. But they get it back. Here's A-Train, and he dunks it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Now here's Carroll. Fires for three.
Oh, and he got it to fall. No, wait, what? Focus from him right there. Nice play. Yeah.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Warriors on top, up by 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got the closer. T is out there with Morris. That's Goose. And it's Z at the 5, roaming the paint. 6 on the shot clock. AI outside. It's deflected. Passes to Carroll. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. Bill defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff, like
Well, what would you call
load management. We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work. Yeah, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one. When did we start saying that?
Gathering the
I never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah. Thorpe, he checked in for Z. So it's the Warriors now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Here's A-Train, Carroll covering. Clock at 4. Here's Wynn. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they will start out on the road to play the Bucks in Milwaukee. Then on Monday, they're off to Toronto to face the Raptors. And there's the pass to Mullins. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Floats it up for AI. Here's Holloway. He's got 7. He kicks to Morris. Pass to Thorpe. Here's Holloway. He's covered by Daniels. Morris inside, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good for Morris. The natural, he's checked in for San Antonio.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Bill, it's no secret that your heart lies in Boston. Just what was it like growing up in and around that area?
Well, it's definitely the reason I like sports as much as I do, because it's so sports obsessed. A lot of it is cold weather stuff, I feel like, where there's 5 months a year that just stink, and then there's 3 other months that, it's just smoking hot and humid. So the sports makes everybody kind of crazy because you're crazy anyway. But there's nothing like being in Boston when something good's happening, like Celtics making an NBA playoff run, or the Bruins making a cup run, the Red Sox in September when the Yankees are coming to town, and the Saturday before a Patriots game. You can kind of feel it as the community of it. That's the difference between here and a place like LA.
It's formed you as a professional, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to the Beast. And here is Powell. Another 3 for Golden State.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Passes it to Carroll. Kicks to Morris. There's the pass to Patel. Now Fresh. With the hook shot. That one goes in.
Nice form on that hook shot there.
Here's Powell. He has 6. Three-pointer. And Thorpe pulls it down. Powell against Morris.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Powell with it. Tucker dishes to Conroy. Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Off on the layup.
Defends the shot and grabs the rebound. About as big an impact as you can have on a possession.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Bill, you study pop culture. The 2K Esports League is a phenomenon right now, which is sweeping the country. Do you think that's going to alter the perception of gaming in any way?
Yeah, I would say it has one of the best chances of any esports league to succeed because people just love basketball. And you can feel it there in the offseason. The shift in basketball content and the fact that it's now a 12-month-a-year sport for us. And now it goes from the playoffs to the draft to where people going in free agency. And then that plays out for a month. And then something else will happen. All of a sudden it's August.
Summer leagues are
summer
coming
leagues
up.
happening. And then all of a sudden the season's close. And then you just kind of recycle. And it's a 12-month-a-year sport.
Right.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Here's lights out, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
A different look now for San Antonio. The closers checked in for the natural, and Morris subbed in for Smith. Bill, I wanted to go back to what you were talking about with the 2K League, and you mentioned how basketball has grown into essentially a 12-month-a-year sport.
For me, a 2K Esports League just makes sense. It fits into that. I think people love the players. I think they care about these athletes, and just in basketball, so much more than the other sports. And for me, it's really gratifying because I've loved basketball my whole life. And for a while there, when I grew up as a kid, they were tape delaying the finals, and it was like the second-tier league. And now to see how popular it is and how much people love it, it's just, I feel like I was in early. I'm sure you do too.
Absolutely. I mean, when Magic Johnson is a rookie and starting at center,
Yeah.
Game 6 in Philadelphia, yes.
And it was tape delayed.
And it was tape delayed.
My beloved Boston Celtics won the 1981 title, and it was on tape delay in Boston, and I went to bed, and my dad woke me up to watch the game for me, and it's not even 40 years ago. So I think the other thing that really helps with the 2K Esports League is that these guys play 2K, the actual players.
Yeah, right.
They
care about it.
They care about it. They have an incredible amount of time on their hands because they're too famous and they can't go anywhere. So they're in hotel suites. They're bringing with the PlayStation or Xbox
stuff.
with me,
Right.
with them. They're playing their friends. They're playing each other online, and this is what they're doing all day.
It's stolen by Sessions. Inside, here's Zerbis. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes to lights out. Tucker with the ball. Here's Conroy. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Spurs. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And Bill, we were talking about how so many NBA players are playing 2K these days and getting to play online against people you don't know.
Yeah.
Can't see.
I remember my buddy Gus, who I played a ton of video games with in the 80s. The first time we could play online against each other was like a really pivotal moment in both of our lives. Sometime in the mid-2000s. You're just like, this is amazing. You're in Connecticut,
How
I'm
can
in
this
LA,
be?
and we're playing video games. This is great. We've arrived.
Here's A-Train. That puts them in the lead. A-Train's got 11 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And here's Carroll, 11 points in the game. Here's Holloway. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game, 4 for 6. Here's Tucker and G with the stuff.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Out to the right wing. Here's Holloway. It's deflected. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
So both teams making some changes here. Is falling for him right now.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Smith for 3. Balls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
That's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Here's lights out. He's got 5. Let's go. But they'll get another chance. In the corner, Daniels. The pass to A-Train. 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
1:35 left here in the second. And the 3 off target.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You would make it interesting.
I have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that.
Okay.
And GA, what a pleasure to talk with Bill about this game. He brings that super fan perspective.
From a young child watching games at the Garden, and you sense he's never lost that wonder and enthusiasm.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. And yes, it's good. That's now 8 points for Smith.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Feeds it to Tucker. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Powell, he's checked in for Golden State. Then for the Spurs, the closers checked in for Shake and Bake, and Morris subbed in for T. Morris outside, back to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Smith's got 7 now in this quarter.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
To the middle. Here's Wynn. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. A-Train, he's checked in for G. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Daniels. Wynn covered by Thorpe. Just 4 to shoot. Here's lights out. Rebounded by the Spurs.
I like what he was trying to do, shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Thorpe.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
We'll take a quick break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie, it was all about Golden State as the game got going. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as... And...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at G in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
Houdini is out there with the Beast. Then there's A-Train. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Tucker in at the 5 down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Chris, you think back to the Warriors as a franchise when you played for them, both as a rookie and a vet. How have things changed?
Well, I think it's a difference, in the approach from ownership. I think that's huge. But the fans, they've always come out. They've always been some of the best fans in the league. The Warriors franchise has come so far since being a bottom-dwelling team.
To the inside, A-Train. It's blocked. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. And the wide open shot from Morris. Warriors with the rebound. Tucker's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Smith kicks to Carroll. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Z's checked in for San Antonio. Shake and Bake comes in for Smith. Chris, the NBA has flattened now the draft lottery odds. And now that you've seen it at work, seen it in play, any additional changes you might make?
Well, Kev, I still a wait and see from me. I definitely like the NBA making sure they try to address the problem. You never want a team to think that they can be rewarded for losing. So I like what we've done so far, but, if I'm a GM, if I'm a president, I'm always going to try to find ways to manipulate and find that, those open gray areas. And so I think this is something we're always going to have to address, but I love the fact the NBA has gotten ahead of the problem.
Like the Clippers of a year ago. They look like, gosh, they've lost all their superstars, but they gave it such a great go. They actually made the playoffs.
Yeah, and it started from the top. I mean, Mr.
Right.
Barmer said, listen, we do not want to lose. We're going to go in and we're going to play hard. And I tell you what, I think that's what rewarded them during free agency by able to go out and recruit players and say, listen, we don't lose here. We just need you to take us over the top. And I think that's a pretty good recruiting pitch.
A 3 from Morris. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morris has got 11 points.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Here's A-Train. He's covered by Sessions. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Warriors have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mullins is checked in.
And the chance to take the lead gets away because of the miss.
Here's Morris. And the shot goes in. 13 points in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Conroy's checked in. Now, here's Tucker. D right on him. On the wing, Daniels. Now, AI. Now, here's Tucker. Pass to Sharp. Here's the Beast. It's tipped. Golden State moving it around. Passes it to Daniels. The fader. They get it again. And the pass to the Beast. Daniels with it. 8 points for him. There's the three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. The Spurs have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. De La Cruz, the pass to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For San Antonio, they've gone 9 of 13 from the line. The natural, he's checked in for the closure. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Daniels dishes to Tucker. Here's Conroy. The shot misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And here is Morris. He's got 15. Down low.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Warriors trail by 3. AI outside. Now here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Back to AI. And AI throws it down.
Great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
Pass to Mullins. Knocks it loose. 5 to shoot. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Morris, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And it's AI missing. San Antonio's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Patel, the pass to Morris. Here's the natural. Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. When you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you have? And you were special. But so you've got to have a very special category for this one.
Well, thanks, Ken. That's flattering. And I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop. But as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Thorpe, he checked in for Z. Jay comes in for Goose. T's checked in for the natural. And Smith subbed in for Morris. They get a hand on it. Pass to Holloway. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the Warriors with some changes. Daniels, he's checked in for the Beast. And lights out, subbed in for Powell. The Spurs also with the sub. Z's checked in for Thorpe. Passes it to Tucker. Fires from 14. Doesn't go for him.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Here's Sessions. Sinks the triple. Sessions has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Now Daniels, 11 points in the game. Here's Tucker. Sessions with the rebound.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Now the pass to De La Cruz. Here's service. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Warriors have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. A-Train, he's checked in for the Warriors. San Antonio also making some changes. The closers checked in for T, and Morris subbed in for Smith. Pass to Z. And Sessions kicks to Morris.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established the position there.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And a lot of his points coming by way of the free throw. And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Warriors trailed by 5. Here's A-Train. 14 points for him. Pass to Sessions. Jumps up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They swipe it. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Good on the shot. Shake and Bake's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Warriors have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. That one is off. Mr. Perfect, he's checked in for G. And he's good on the second. Now here's Sessions. He's got 5. Pass to Carroll. There's the pass to De La Cruz. Offensive rebound. Zerbis. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Z's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's A-Train. He's got 15. No good with the layup. To the inside. Morris draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
He's been getting to the line. Now his 6th trip in the game. Timeout called the Warriors.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Tipped away. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition. Yes, that goes in. Shake and Bake's got 8 points.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Here's A-Train. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Warriors trail by 13. Here's lights out. He drains the quick shot. 7 points in the game. Here's Morris. 20 points for him. To the middle. Here's Zerbis. And he comes up with the deuce.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's A-Train. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And that one's good. Sessions.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's lights out. He's covered by Sessions. Just 5 to shoot. Here's A-Train. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. A-Train's got 19 points.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And the Warriors with some changes. AI comes in for A-Train, and it's Powell in for lights out. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Thorpe, he checked in for Z. Goose comes in for the closer. The natural, he's checked in for Jay. And Smith subbed in for Morris. Mullins passes to De La Cruz. Here's Mullins. He's guarded by AI. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. A three-pointer is right on target. And that's 11 points for Shake and Bake.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfort.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Mullins. 30 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Smith against Powell. Smith the pass to Thorpe. Smith on the wing, guarded by Powell. They grab their own miss. Throws it up high. Passes it to Patel. Here's the three. That shot off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got T. The closer is out there with Goose. Then there's Z, and it's Morris in at the one. The pass to the Beast. Tries from 10, tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Tucker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Warriors.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tidbits.
Holloway, the pass to Morris. Here's service. Morris trying to free himself up.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
Warriors trail by 14. Here's the Beast. A three-pointer, no good. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Carroll. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my action because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he knocks down the first one. Both shots good from the stripe. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He lobs it up. It's stolen by Carroll. A solo fast break, and Morris throws it down.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
Lights out, passes to Sharp. Now AI. Pass to the beast. Will it go? Drills the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's lights out, covered by Morris. Basket good. Spurs leading by 18. Pass to Carroll. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Morris kicks to Carroll. 6 to shoot. Hits it from three-point range. Carroll's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Here's lights out, covered by Morris. And Morris comes over to help. Here's lights out, lays it in without an inch of room around him. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now, here is Morris. Defense right on him. He gets that one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's lights out, covered by Morris. Here's Conroy. Another three for Golden State.
No, he just caught the defense now. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Passes it to Carroll. Here's Mullins. Spurs working the ball around now. Misses the layup. Here's Sharp. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
As it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league can find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Powell, the pass to Tucker. Doubled by Smith. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
So it's the Spurs now. Spurs leading by 16. Sessions with it. The pass to Thorpe. From past the arc. San Antonio getting another chance here. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Sessions. Back to Daniels. For the three. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
De La Cruz, the pass to Sessions. Now here's Fresh. Here's the natural. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Thorpe. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors trail by 13. A-Train, the pass to lights out. And here's Daniels. Pass to A-Train. To the paint. And it's G finishing it off.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. San Antonio calls timeout. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, the closer.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear the Spurs head coach go over the game plan during the timeout. He said, "This is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play." In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Here's Golden State now. They're on a 17-7 run, and he trims the lead to single digits. That's 12 points for Mr. Perfect.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like when one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket. So,
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half. Going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
Goose, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here is Daniels, covered by Morris. Can he keep it going? A rebound by the Spurs. Z's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Mullins passes to Z. Morris outside. Here's Holloway. Back to Morris. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Pass to Holloway. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Warriors trail by 11. Tucker dishes to Daniels. Passes to A-Train. A 3-ball. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. See the pass to Holloway. From deep. Good on the triple. T's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Here's the beast. Here's Tucker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the left wing. Here's Zervis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. The closer really making a difference here.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Lights out checked in for Daniels. Here's the floater. The pass to Morris. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Pass to Mullins. Morris outside. Pass to Holloway. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Hard
work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
Sharp to pass to lights out, and it's blocked. Now Morris. He kicks it to Mullins. Here's Service. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Assistant, Mullins.
Warriors trail by 17. Passes it to A-Train. They need this. Down low. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got 23. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Morris. To the wing on the left. Lock at 6. Here's Service. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for San Antonio.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the closer.
He had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
And here's Morris for 3. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
As well as they should. I mean, they've really earned this victory with all the hard work they put in tonight.
Here's Simonovic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his second personal.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Golden State.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Z. To the middle. Here's Holloway. Just 5 on the clock. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 16.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
A-Train, the pass to lights out. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
Here's Mullins, and so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.